Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah has declared the group's readiness for a potential Israeli ground invasion. In a fiery speech, he assured his followers that Hezbollah is fully prepared to confront any aggression. He emphasized Hezbollah's military strength and unwavering resolve, highlighting their extensive training and preparedness. Nasrallah's words were a clear message to both allies and adversaries. Nasrallah's statement comes amidst heightened tensions and escalating military actions on both sides. The region has seen a surge in violence with frequent clashes and artillery exchanges. The situation in southern Lebanon remains volatile, with the possibility of a wider conflict looming large. The border areas are particularly tense, with both sides on high alert. Hezbollah, a powerful Iran-backed Shiite militant group, has long been a formidable force in Lebanon. Their influence extends beyond military might. Deeply rooted in the socio-political fabric of the country, it maintains a sophisticated military infrastructure, including a vast arsenal of rockets and missiles. These weapons are strategically positioned, ready to be deployed at a moment's notice. The group's readiness for a ground invasion highlights the potential for a prolonged and bloody conflict. Such a scenario could have devastating consequences for the region. The international community is closely monitoring the situation, urging restraint and de-escalation. Diplomatic efforts are underway to prevent further escalation and to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Israel has been reinforcing its military presence along its northern border with Lebanon. This strategic move is aimed at ensuring the security of its northern communities and deterring any potential threats from Hezbollah. The Israeli Defense Forces have deployed additional troops, tanks, and artillery units. These reinforcements are part of a broader strategy to enhance defensive capabilities and maintain a state of readiness. This buildup is part of Israel's efforts to deter Hezbollah and prepare for the possibility of a ground incursion into Lebanon. The IDF's preparations include extensive training exercises and simulations to ensure that troops are ready for any scenario. Hezbollah, on the other hand, has been fortifying its positions and mobilizing its fighters in southern Lebanon. The group has been increasing its military capabilities and conducting its own training exercises. The group is believed to have an extensive network of tunnels, bunkers, and underground facilities. These structures are designed to provide protection and strategic advantages in the event of a conflict. These fortifications are designed to withstand Israeli airstrikes and provide a strategic advantage in the event of a ground invasion. The ongoing preparations on both sides highlight the tense and volatile nature of the region, with both Israel and Hezbollah bracing for potential escalations. The ongoing conflict has triggered a severe humanitarian crisis in Lebanon, affecting countless lives and communities. Israeli airstrikes have caused significant damage to critical infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and power plants, leaving many areas without essential services. The civilian population is bearing the brunt of the violence, with many families displaced from their homes, forced to seek refuge in overcrowded camps. Hospitals in southern Lebanon are overwhelmed with casualties, struggling to cope with the influx of injured people. There is a growing shortage of medical supplies, making it difficult to provide adequate care. The United Nations estimates that hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced by the fighting, with many living in dire conditions, lacking basic necessities. International aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide humanitarian assistance, but their efforts are hampered by the ongoing hostilities, making it challenging to reach those in need. Despite these obstacles, they continue to deliver food, water, and medical aid to the affected populations. The international community is intensifying efforts to broker a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah. The United States, France, and other world powers are engaged in diplomatic talks to de-escalate the situation. The UN Security Council has called for an immediate cessation of hostilities. However, a ceasefire remains elusive as both sides seem determined to continue fighting. Israel insists on guarantees that Hezbollah will be disarmed, while Hezbollah demands an end to Israeli aggression. The humanitarian crisis in Lebanon is adding urgency to the calls for a ceasefire. The conflict between Israel and Hezbollah has far-reaching regional and global implications. It could ignite a wider conflagration in the Middle East, drawing in regional actors like Iran and Saudi Arabia. The conflict also highlights the fragility of the international order and the challenges of resolving long-standing conflicts. The outcome of the current crisis will have significant implications for the balance of power in the region and the future of Lebanon. A protracted conflict would have devastating consequences for the Lebanese people and could further destabilize an already volatile region.